happening?
What's going on? What's going on with y'all? What's going on with the world?
What's good? Let's talk about where you from and shit.
Where am I from? I was born in Iran. Moved out of there by the time I was 10. I moved to San Jose. And so pretty much I'm from San Jose. Was born in Iran. Sir.
And how long you been rapping?
Making music. Shoot. I don't even know. So when I was, like I said, when I moved out here when I was 10, I started making beats. About 3-4 months after that, I started making the same amount of time, about 22 years. I think I made my first song about 23 years ago.
How would you describe your style?
So my personal style is obviously R&B, but I have so much people around me. A lot of my artists rap and sing and everything. So you know it's like hood R&B. It's like soulful R&B. You know what I mean? Ghetto R&B.
yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing about being a rapper?
Hardest part about being an artist is the patience. The shit don't happen overnight. Sometimes the fan hears a song and they're like, damn, that shit's hella dope. And they don't even know if that person recorded the song a week ago, a year ago, 5 years ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely one of the hardest things. It's a dog-eat-dog industry. An old friend of mine used to say, you throw a rock at a tree and 1,000 rappers fall off. So it's real competitive, and you know what I mean? Everybody raps nowadays.
For sure. So it's kind of hard to try to get by with everybody rapping, everybody in competition and shit. Huh?
Yeah, it's not hard. It's actually dope, but it's definitely oversaturated.
Yeah.
I remember when I first started doing shit, people didn't have studios. I mean, it's almost the same shit with cameramen, right? When I first started, if you have a video, it's like, damn, he got money, he got budget, all that. But now everybody got a camera and edits their own videos, all types of shit. So having a studio and shooting videos and shit that I was doing hella long ago was a pretty big deal back then, because you can't just go to Walmart and buy a $200 camera, $300 camera. You can't just, iPhone shoots in 4K. We would shoot music videos on their iPhone. It's like, we didn't have that shit. We had to have those big bulky cameras that the news station got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was good. It was a good life.
So shit just be more easier than what it was back then.
So easier and harder. Cause I feel like back then it was easier to get exposure. It was all hand in hand out the trunk. You know what I mean? If not, it was like a couple channels, BET, MTV, all that shit. But
yeah.
it's like nowadays, streaming is so easy. You can go DM 100 people a day, and out of those 100, you have 10 diehard fans. You know what I mean? People can relate with your music. They will always fuck with you. So.
How do you feel about the platform Thizzler?
Oh man, I don't really fuck with them. We got our differences, but they definitely help a lot of people on my team. So definitely shout out that. But I've been bumping heads with them and one of their employees. You know what I mean? He was trying to. I just don't like when people do shit, right? And if I go sign to somebody, and a year later after I sign, I'm like, oh, you can't do this and this with your budget. Like, what? You didn't. Nothing on the contract said that you tell me what I use my budget on. The contract says you got this money up front and you got this money as a budget. You could, real labels and shit, bro. You could use your fucking budget on an outfit for a music video. You could use your budget for fucking dinner with your friends. You know what I mean? You could use your real label budget for that shit. Like, that's the only thing I don't like. And if you hit it with that, they'll hit you with it. We're not a label though. That's not true. Y'all sign artists on contract, put their music out. You're a fucking label.
Sure. I understand that shit.
Yes, sir.
That's one platform that I've seen everybody having trouble with in NorCal.
It's either really good for them or really bad for them. So
yeah.
We're gonna have a couple more. Me and a couple of my business partners is opening some platforms. That's just gonna be fun. Be on the lookout. I ain't even gonna tell you no names, who, nothing. I'm just letting you know. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout.
Sure.
We're gonna have our own platform real soon, man.
How do you stay motivated and inspired and shit to do what you do?
I do a lot of different little things. Obviously, I go on vacation, but I feel like me going on vacation is different from other. As an artist, if you go on vacation, you have more shit to talk about. Whatever the hell you saw, if you go to Hawaii, you have a song about how you had your feet in the sand, swimming with dolphins and all that shit. But on the other hand, it gets repetitive, so it's hard to stay motivated when I've been recording 8 to 10 songs a day for the past 19 years, 18 years. It's like, it's repetitive, but then, you know, my young life is all doing good. They keep me lit, you know, and alive and happy and shit. So that's a big part of my motivation. My young artists just killing the game. That's just hella motivation.
And do you feel like it's worth it? Like all this shit is worth it? Do you feel like all the work you putting in is worth it? Do you feel like it's gonna make out to be in the long run?
Let me tell you something, bro. We fucking sell our voice. I always tell this to people. I moved out here. I wasn't even born out here. I was born in Iran, like I told you. I moved out here the year 2000. I didn't speak no English. I only knew hi, bye, and water. That's all I knew. 3 words. This could really change my life. I just want you by my side. I thought that we was ride or die, and baby, I apologize. Got a couple things that's heavy on my mind, and you've been disattached, girl. I can see the sign. Fuck them rumors, girl. You know I need you by my side. Whatever you want, my heart belongs to you. Whatever you need, there's nothing I won't do. Baby girl, I know I left you traumatized, and I didn't even realize that this could really change my life. And I just want you by my side. I thought that we was ride or die, and baby, I apologize.